Hey folks, Charles again here at Shop Style Design, and welcome back to another training video. And in this training video, we're going to be talking about taxes in your Shopify admin. So once you get logged into your admin, again, we're going to go back down to the far left and click on the Settings tab. And then we're going to look and find the Taxes section here. And we're going to give that a click. And that's going to take you into a very small portion for taxes here, but we're going to run through the basics here. Now, as you can see, by default we have it set as Canada based on how we set up our store. So in this case, our store is a Canadian address. So by default, the system is showing Canada as the main area where we are collecting. And then the rest of the world as well, but we're not collecting here. Now, the main thing you want to remember with taxes is it's going to be based on the shipping address. So let's say you had say your store was located in Colorado, and you were shipping to someone that's, let's say, in California. So you would not be charging taxes unless you had a physical presence in California. Otherwise, say the customer had a shipping address within Colorado, then you would be collecting taxes and they would be seeing taxes calculated in checkout. So that's the easiest way to remember that is it is based on the shipping address. And you will only ever collect taxes based on where your store is located. So in this case, we are in Canada. We're collecting taxes within Canada. So if we go into the area specifically, you can see we have a standard country tax of 5%, and these are all generated by default within Shopify, and that's pulled directly from the government websites and IRS. So this is constantly updated, so generally you don't need to modify these. We do recommend that you don't, but sometimes there are cases where you can go in and you can modify them should you need to. So that's where you're going to see all of the different provinces within Canada. Now if you scroll down to the very bottom, you can create tax overrides. And you can say, let's say we on shipping, we wanted to add an additional 5% to shipping specifically, so that way when customers go through checkout, that this is going to override any other shipping that you have, and to add an additional 5% to the price. So there are that, and you can also do it by product as well. But for the time being, we will just get rid of that and go back to the main taxes area. So going down, this is the last section here. So tax calculations. Now we have three options here. Show all prices with tax included. Generally, we don't want to select this. It's very important that you do collect taxes to save any headaches, any issues going forward, and legally you do need to collect taxes based on where you're located. If you do select this first option here, it will override any of the taxes and not calculate taxes whatsoever in checkout if this has been enabled. So we will just disable that for now. Charge taxes on shipping rates. I generally have this enabled. I do suggest it. That way, if there are tax rules based on provinces or any specific states, that way the system will recognize that and charge accordingly. So it is important to have that so that system will check for you. And last but not least, a charge VAT on digital goods. This is more so for European countries. Generally, you don't have to have this enabled. However, if you are European based, there is that option where you can create a collection and add this to your digital products. That way, VAT taxes will be applied for all European customers. And that's it for taxes within your Shopify admin.